David Ayer, the guy behind some pretty cool movies, is cooking up a live-action flick. It's all about this squad, kinda tied to that Suicide Squad movie from back in 2016. Originally, it was going to be all about Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy, which sounds like a wild ride already, right? Margot Robbie, who totally nails Harley Quinn, has signed on to play her in a bunch of these movies. And get this, names like Cara Delevingne, Megan Fox, Jared Leto, and Ana de Armas are floating around in connection to this project. It's like assembling a dream team of actors. And if you're not familiar, Gotham City Sirens is this comic book series that's all about these three super popular female villains from Gotham City: Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and Poison Ivy. It kicked off in June 2009 as part of this big Batman comic book relaunch. So yeah, it's gonna be one heck of a ride when this movie hits the screens. As for the plot, this takes place after the dramatic events of Heart of Hush, Batman R.I.P., Final Crisis, and Battle for the Cowl. Hush cruelly removes Catwoman's heart, but Batman manages to retrieve it. With the help of Zatanna, Catwoman is healed. Seeking payback, Catwoman decides to hit Hush where it hurts by stealing all his money and distributing it among Gotham City's female criminals, including Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Holly Robinson. Meanwhile, Bruce Wayne is believed to be dead, and Dick Grayson steps in to take up the mantle of Batman. In this storyline, Catwoman faces off against a new adversary called Boneblaster, revealing her ongoing physical struggles from her previous ordeal in Heart of Hush.
Hey, come on.
What? I saw it move.
She finds herself overpowered by the villain until Poison Ivy intervenes and offers her sanctuary in what turns out to be the Riddler's hideout. Catwoman discovers Harley Quinn also residing there and proposes they form a protective alliance. However, before committing, Harley and Ivy demand to know Batman's true identity. Using a truth serum derived from plants, Poison Ivy tries to extract the information from Catwoman, who reveals she's immune to such coercion due to Talia al Ghul's mind control defenses. Meanwhile, as Batman, Dick Grayson, and the reformed Riddler work on a case, Harley Quinn encounters a disguised Hush posing as Bruce Wayne. Hush intends to eliminate her, but a twist involving the Joker's involvement leads to chaos. It's revealed that the Joker is actually an old associate named Gaggy, seeking revenge on Harley. Catwoman and Ivy step in to save her. During Christmas, the three women take separate breaks. Catwoman assists Batman and Damian Wayne before tackling a separate case. Poison Ivy aids tourists in a jungle skirmish and realizes the importance of balancing her connections to both plant and human worlds. Harley's family visit ends on a sour note, prompting her return to the Sirens' hideout where they spend Christmas together. In Songs of the Sirens, Poison Ivy becomes the prime suspect in a series of arson-related murders in Robinson Park. Investigating on her own, she is kidnapped and left to die by a corrupt cop who wrongly accuses her. Catwoman and Harley Quinn team up to rescue Ivy with the help of James Gordon and uncover the truth. Ivy is saved from near death by Catwoman's quick thinking, reviving her with water. With Ivy back in action, the trio hunts down the real murderer and ensures justice is served. The Sirens face another challenge when they're framed for a murder they didn't commit. With the help of the Riddler, they track down the true culprit, Dr. Aesop, who has ulterior motives. Meanwhile, Ivy seeks redemption by taking a job at Star Labs under a new identity, Paula Irving. But her criminal past catches up with her. Instead of resorting to violence, Ivy impresses her colleagues with her skills. Additionally, Harley faces a dilemma when her pet hyenas begin causing trouble, prompting Catwoman to suggest giving them away, despite Harley's reluctance. In Sister Zero, Catwoman is on a personal mission to uncover information about her troubled sister, Maggie Kyle, who has escaped and is struggling with her mental health. Meanwhile, Maggie seeks help from a renowned exorcist, believing her sister is possessed by a cat demon. Tragically, Maggie mistakenly kills the exorcist and steals her equipment, discovering a supernatural substance that grants her extraordinary abilities, but also distorts her perception of reality. When Maggie confronts Catwoman and Harley Quinn, a violent altercation ensues. During the chaos, Harley dubs Maggie Sister Zero, intending it as an insult, but Maggie embraces the name. Catwoman manages to briefly break through Maggie's delusion, convincing her that she's not possessed. In a moment of clarity, Maggie spares Catwoman's life before the supernatural influence takes hold again, prompting her to flee. The arc concludes with Maggie realizing there's still hope to save her sister through exorcism rather than resorting to violence. She vows to continue her quest, indicating that her journey is far from over. In Strange Fruit, Poison Ivy reveals to Miss Adams her true motive for working at Star Labs. She's searching for a chemical capable of rapidly growing forests. During her quest, she encounters an alien plant creature imprisoned by a scientist. Seduced by promises of power and control, Ivy aids the plant's escape, leading to a showdown with Catwoman and Harley Quinn as the creature plots to spread its spores and dominate Earth. However, Ivy ultimately betrays the creature when she realizes she's been manipulated, putting an end to its plan and avenging her past betrayal by a loved one. Meanwhile, Catwoman is kidnapped by a villain named Senpai, seeking to exploit her knowledge of Batman's true identity. Ivy and Harley join forces with Talia and Zatanna to rescue her. However, during the rescue, tensions arise when Talia attempts to erase Catwoman's memories to protect her from further danger. Zatanna sees through Talia's ulterior motives, leading to a confrontation where Selina's memories remain intact. Despite the offer of relief from her burden, Catwoman chooses to retain her memories, refusing to forget her connection to Batman. In Division, tensions arise among the trio as they feel neglected by their respective partners. Harley reaches out to Catwoman for solace, but ends up resenting her discontent, leading her to seek vengeance on the Joker. Betraying her friends, Harley breaks into Arkham with the intention of killing the Joker, but instead releases him, sparking chaos as they take over the facility. Their violent takeover is eventually quelled by Batman and Catwoman, with Harley subdued and taken into custody. Ivy, feeling betrayed by Harley's actions, initially seeks revenge, but ultimately shows her mercy and offers her a chance at freedom in exchange for help in eliminating Catwoman, who had seemingly abandoned them in Arkham. A showdown between the former allies ensues, during which Catwoman reveals she had been secretly using her connections with Batman to protect Harley and Ivy all along. Moved by her sincerity, Harley and Ivy allow Catwoman to leave unharmed. Despite Batman's imminent arrest, Catwoman aids Harley and Ivy in escaping, and the series concludes with the trio going their separate ways. Following the New 52 reboot of DC's continuity, the Gotham City Sirens cease to exist as a group and are not referenced. Instead, Catwoman stars in her own ongoing series penned by Judd Winnick and illustrated by Guillem March, who previously worked on Gotham City Sirens. Harley Quinn becomes a member of the revamped Suicide Squad series, taking on a new direction in her storyline. Additionally, Poison Ivy is prominently featured in the new Birds of Prey series, showcasing her involvement in a different team dynamic. As for live action, in the 4th season of Gotham, a loose live-action adaptation of the Gotham City Sirens appears, featuring Selina Kyle, Tabitha Gallivan, and Barbara Keene, portrayed by Cameron Bicondova, Jessica Lucas, and Aaron Richards, respectively. Barbara and Tabitha set up a nightclub called The Sirens as a base of operations, reflecting their alliance. The Gotham City Sirens also make an appearance in the Season 4 finale of the animated series Harley Quinn. After defeating Lex Luthor, Catwoman reaches out to Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Barbara Gordon to form a crime-fighting team. Their first mission is to investigate the theft of Nightwing's corpse, unaware that Talia al Ghul has resurrected him using a Lazarus pit. Well, that's it for today. For now, make sure that you like our video. Please share your views in the comment section with us. Subscribe to the channel to get updated, and do not forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one.